Are those my golden guns?
They're my golden guns.
I don't want to kill you.
You're the last person I want to kill.
Oh, they're friends?
I love you.
This is crazy. But what's the most painful thing you've been told? This is by Thoraya Maaronesy's channel. We're gonna see what's in store. How dare you? I don't want to cry. Maybe I should have done this first. No, but I don't want to like make everybody cry and then try to make them laugh. We laughed and now we're gonna cry. You can't cry yet. How are you crying already? We haven't even gotten into it yet. If you're watching on YouTube, then the link is in the description box below. I did see this question. These yellow names are, which I need to update, are members from the React channel. Because on the React channel, you can be a member, and that's what those names are. Christine, I wanted to learn. If I wanted to learn, I would just go to school. Well, you're in the school of life, kid. Now buck up. We're ready. Wait. Sebastian, the most painful thing I've been told was it's a healthy boy. What? Yeah. I have questions. Oh, you mean for your brother? Sebastian, you ain't right. You ain't right, Sebastian. You ain't right. You ain't right. I'm at, wait, what does this clip say, J-Dog? What did you do? Let me see. Can I, oh, it would just pop up here.
One time, my mom said, I was telling her like what I wanted to do. I was like right out of high school or still in high school. And I told her I wanted to be a music video director because back then in the 90s, that was all the rage, music videos.
That's true.
And when I was telling her I wanted to go to LA and like study film and do all this stuff and make videos.
He's already tearing up.
Old people like us don't make it like that. Say we're not successful in that way. We don't make it that far up in life. And that destroyed me. That
I'm sorry.
Totally flattened my dreams, aspirations, whatever you want to call them. I internalized it, myself up, and it became true. Here I am. That's it.
Oh no.
It hurt. That's what hurt the most. Those are the most hurtful things that we can't make it. I could make it. Maybe you can't make it. I could make it. I should have told her that, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I made it come true.
You were young.
But you can make it, and you could still make it.
You still
Have
can.
you thought about that?
Yeah, on YouTube.
That's a lot of work.
You could do it.
Maybe that's what she meant. We're too lazy to do that.
No,
Maybe
I don't.
That's what she meant. Ultimately, she was right.
Oh no.
Was something that my sister said to me, or
Okay,
asked
what?
me. Actually, it was a question. She asked me why she had Down syndrome and why I did not, and I think it was sad because I had no idea how to answer.
Oh, okay. So this was like a sad thing.
Because I'm still working in my head through that one.
That's
why
really
we're born
sad.
in certain ways.
That's.
I
Really
think it's
sad.
something I'll probably always deal with.
Oh.
But I think I'm definitely healing guilt, or healing, that feeling of guilt that I have for things that predate me, because she's older than me, and also that have nothing to do with me.
Right. It's not your fault.
Bystander.
It's not your fault.
I don't know. My mom says all kinds of painful things. Probably like I regret having you.
What?
Probably that.
Oh no.
For me, I always remind myself that it must be harder to be her than it is to be around her. So
that's a strong.
I try and have empathy and compassion.
Hey. That's a strong. You're a strong person. To be able to have that mindset. I feel like I try to be an understanding person, right? To understand why people think the way that they think, or say the things that they say, or do the things that they do, right? And I really do try to step into people's shoes with certain things that can be understandable, right? When it's somebody that you know, like if this was a situation that wasn't my mother, right? And I can have that more wherewithal and the clarity to like say things like that, not like that, but like say like, okay, it is harder, it's probably hard to be that person, and she's probably someone in pain, and that's why she lashed out like that or whatever, right? But if this was my mother, oh my gosh, this woman is strong. You're a strong one, lady. You're a very strong one, because you said karate chop to the throat would have been incoming, right? Yeah, Christine is live on Twitch. Hi, Jess. I am live on Twitch. Yeah, that's wrong. It's so wrong. Super wrong.
For that if I was her and I was going through what she goes through and I struggle with what she struggles with, that it would be hard for me too.
I understand that, but here's the thing, right? Because I mean, and like power to you for being able to be nice about it, right? I feel like when you are someone that when you're someone that is going through something, because we all struggle, right? We all go through things, and I've gone through really, really terrible, frightening things, right? And I still choose not to treat people like that, you know? A lot of the times if I say something mean, it's reactive to something that someone is doing to me. It's more of in a defensive manner. I don't just try to make people feel like crap because I'm feeling like crap. A lot of the times I don't like sharing that I'm even upset, because I'm like, I'm just going to deal with that on my own versus ruining somebody else's day or by lashing out at them, right? Not in the realm of like sharing, but in the realm of like, hey, I know that I can't really and I'll tell my husband this. I'll be like, right now I just need time to process, because I don't want to like take this anger or this thing and then throw that on you, you know? And that's the thing, I don't give people a pass on, yes, you were having a bad day and that's why you are saying horrible things. You having an attitude, yeah, that's passable. You're having a bad day, you got a bit of attitude, that's cool. But when you're vicious or toxic, it's not just about you having a bad day. That's an internal thing that you need to work on, and that got nothing to do with me. And I can't make that's not a pass. That's not a pass.
So that's how I get through it.
I was a lad, and doing my usual show-off, talk all the time routine, looking for attention, and I got the attention from a couple of girls who weren't into me, and one of them said, "Do you have an off button?" Oh. And that struck me, cut me to the quick.
Oh dear.
Now it's a joke. I've layered it over. It's a
right.
pearl
It
now,
does
not
sound
a grain
like...
of sand.
Okay,
that
that's good.
My mom actually asked my dad
What's
to
this gonna be?
get me and my two siblings versus my dad taking us on his own volition.
Oh.
Yeah. Basically being told that my mom no longer wanted her kids.
Yikes. So the other guy, right? I do feel like with the other guy, it could be a situation of, you know, when like you're a kid and somebody's like annoying and has a lot of energy and you're like, hey, do you have an off button? That's something I can see happening. I've seen it happen, right? Where somebody says that. This situation where your mom is basically saying that she doesn't want you, or telling the father to take them, it sucks. It definitely sucks. I would say taking the empathetic route. Let's see if she's gonna say more, but like the aspect of some people know when they are not capable of properly taking care of a child, and some people will decide to give up a child because they know that they are not apt for it. And I know it sucks for the child because you don't have the parent, but when you think of the other side of the coin, right? Being raised by someone who wasn't ready and never, because you're never really ready when you first have your kid, right? You evolve and you become ready as you're growing and as you're having the kids. But I've been in a situation of somebody who should not have had kids, you know? Not saying they shouldn't have them, maybe shouldn't have kept the kids, you know? And that there's the other side of the coin, and I sit in that other side of the coin. So I do feel like when you have a situation of a parent willingly to give up their kid, I do take a step back, because sometimes it might be better for the kid, right? In some cases, but you know, everything's different. We gotta see. We need more information. It's a lose-lose situation. Kids deserve parents, but not all parents deserve kids. Fact. Okay, with the C and the T. All right.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I had been living with this narrative that my dad saved us, which he did. He still did, but he did it partially because he was prompted to do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Does it still hurt?
No.
Okay.
Because I'm so grateful for my dad for doing that. And
That's
I'm
good.
where I am and who I am because my dad saved us.
That's good. That's good.
My ex-boyfriend told me I was abusive, and I've been doing a lot of reflection on it. And I think that really he was the abusive one, and it's very hurtful because it makes me overthink every single thing I do or say to anybody now. So it's kind of like his abuse did really mentally with me, and that hurts.
Yeah,
It's like,
I remember.
That's like gaslighting, right? These moms are crazy. This sounds like, you know what it sounds like? One of the reasons I stopped watching those gotcha videos, because those gotcha videos, you know, that people remember when we used to react to gotcha videos, because in each of them, you know, the moms were just really terrible in each of them, you know, and that's what this kind of reminds me of.
When I was younger, my grandparents basically saying like, you know, if you're gay, we will still love you, but we won't associate with you, and we'll disown you. So I've always remembered that, and that is, you know, something that I've kind of haven't been able to let go just yet. So
it's understandable.
The
That's
most
understandable.
hurtful thing that somebody said to me
go.
is like they were ashamed to be with me because I am not the person that I used to be.
I was dating this
That
guy,
sucks.
and he told me that he wouldn't introduce me to his mom until I lost weight.
Well, I don't need to meet your mama, okay? She all right? I don't need to meet your mama. Well, let me eat hold on, let me eat these noodles. Where are these people needing these, right? Right? What app are they on? What app are they on?
Being told that you are too much is probably the most hurtful thing anyone has ever said to me.
Oh dear.
That I wasn't worthy of love. That you deserve the world, but I don't know how to give it to you.
Well, okay, this last one, that's being honest, and I appreciate the honesty. You deserve the world, but I don't know how to give that to you. I understand that you can be hurt by that. I can understand that. But I appreciate the honesty, right? I appreciate the honesty. You are too much thing. That it does suck. And I feel like I live in that realm because I know that I'm too much. But hearing somebody tell me that I'm too much, like in a thing of like, you need to calm down, you need to pull back, it makes you second guess yourself completely. That you weren't worthy of love. I felt that.
Worthy of love. That you deserve the world, but I don't know how to give it to you.
Ooh, I don't even want to say it out loud.
Oh dear.
That being with anyone after their ex felt wrong.
Oh gosh.
It was in a different context. It was actually after we dated when we were friends, and they just kind of said it without thinking. But we dated after he broke up with an ex who was like real in love with, and said being with anyone after her just like didn't feel right. It felt fake, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh crap, you were
Cool.
with me. Oh no.
Yeah.
It was when I was a sophomore in high school, and I was hanging out with my grandma, who's Cambodian, and I had really, really long hair at the time. I had like waist-length hair, and it had always been kind of a big deal to me, and I wanted to cut it, and I was telling her about my like plans to get it cut pretty short, and I have pretty short hair now, and I've had it short since then. But she asked me if I had asked my dad for permission to get it cut.
Okay.
Which was something that I had kind of just brushed off as like, classic grandma pulling an old like patriarchy thing. But as I've continued to mold that over, it has been something that I return to a lot in thinking about.
Really?
My own, like, I don't know, existence, upbringing, development, etc.
So that statement rocked her world.
I would say the most hurtful thing I've been told was I'm never going to be anything. Yeah, like I won't accomplish anything in my life.
Oh, man.
I almost believed it. Like I felt like they knew.
See, this is why you have to think about the words you use, guys.
I had to overcome growing up.
And did you prove them wrong?
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
You're doing great now.
Yes, that's good. That's good. Like, you have to be mindful of the things that you say. I feel like some people, that's the other thing with, like, you know, when people are angry and they lash out, those things can be extremely hurtful. You have to be mindful of what you say, because you don't realize the power that are in the words that you use, and the person on the receiving end, what they feel and how that affects their life. One conversation can derail a whole life, or can breathe life into somebody. The power of your words, the importance of your words, you have to be mindful of the things that you say. Don't just cast off, oh, I was angry, so I said, you ain't ish, you ain't ever gonna be ish. Oh, I'm sorry, I was just mad when I said it, it didn't mean anything. No, that ish was hard. Like, that ish is, it can lacerate the soul, the stuff that you say. So you have to be mindful. You have to be mindful. Okay, shout out to JR Smooth for the follow. Shout out to Oh My Gosh Rashad for the follow, and Ashley Plays Games. Thank you guys so much. Now, why is that the standard statement for black men? That is true. That a lot of people do. And then, and Sebastian, that's like a deeper conversation, and the rooting of, you know, racism and microaggressions and systemic racism and all of those things, all of the things, you know, it's definitely like layered into that. And it does suck that our beautiful black men, they, as far as people I've seen receive it, excuse me, they're categorically on the receiving end of that statement of you're never going to be anything, you'll never amount to anything. Those are things that I've heard. And I mean, it creates a cycle, and then, you know, hurt people, right? So it becomes this thing that is a seed that's planted and that grows and continues to spread like a virus, you know? I'm glad that he was able to break the cycle, but you remember the guy at the beginning of this who, when his mom had said that, you know, we're not going to be able to be that, and he at this point is like, I proved her right, you know, I proved her right. And in this case, he was able to prove the other people wrong. So I appreciate it. I'm happy that was what it was like for him. The second one that was able to, I'm not happy that it was said to him. Like, I have to make this clear. I'm not happy it was said to him. I'm happy that he was able to rise above what was said to him. Even though I was hurt, I never wanted to do what the family member that hurt me did to others. Yeah. I understand that. How's your day, Christine? Good. How's yours? It starts so early. Yeah. It does start in school. It does start in schools. It does start in school a lot of the time, or sometimes before school. Thankfully, no one had said anything truly as bad as what I've said to myself. Oh, Sebastian. We gotta get you to say better things to yourself, boo. We gotta get you to say, oh, ditto that, I'm my worst enemy. Not as having like the circle right now, feeling circle right now. I can relate. I can relate to saying horrible things to yourself, and it's a very hard cycle to get out of. It's very painful. A lot of the times it's something that's externally happened and that's caused this childhood, you know, like I said, it starts before school. It could start before school. We got to do better at taking care of ourselves, because sometimes the other people in our lives that have had access to that didn't really do a great job, and now we're stuck with the mess that they've created.
Someone told me that they hope that my wedding sucks.
Goodness.
Did you have your wedding yet?
Yes, it was yesterday.
Oh,
It
wow.
was?
Yeah.
And how was it?
It was amazing.
Oh, that's good.
I had an
That's good.
ex-boyfriend one time who was talking about how like conventionally attractive he thought he was, I guess. And he says to me, he's like, well, you're not conventionally beautiful. It sticks with me, like,
What does that
you
even
know,
mean?
as a woman, you are thinking about how you're thinking about beauty standards a lot, and I always
no.
come back to that, like, well, I'm not conventionally beautiful, so I have to work my unconventionally attractive qualities, I suppose, you know?
No.
I think it was also because of the person that told it to me, who was someone that I thought I really knew me really well, but he told me that I don't have dreams. And I was so offended by that, because I have such big dreams, and this person that knew me so well, I thought, thought this of me, and I was shocked. I was flabbergasted.
So the most hurtful thing that I've ever been told was the reason why I got cheated on, and it was because I was too sad. I really felt like betrayed and like really hurt, because it's like, you know, this was like my partner, and it was like, you know, when I needed you the most, like you cheat on me and like do that while I was sad. Like I was depressed. Like I was depressed.
Yikes.
So like, yeah.
I'm sure it made. I'm sure it made things worse. I'm sure it made things worse. I feel like, you like, yeah, it was cheating on me supposed to make me happier, right? I feel like it. When it comes to cheat, just leave. Just break up. If you like, hey, I'm feeling like going with somebody else, and it's premeditated like that, because the fact that you're like, oh, it's because you were so sad, that's premeditated. You've been like, you know, kind of feeling out this person for a while, right? So in those cases, just leave. Don't cheat on me. Just leave. Just leave me. You know, I'm crying because I experienced some of these things. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. They should have just broke it off, right? I agree. Call 10 minutes before and stay gone. I will be mad. Not 10 minutes before. Like, hey, in 10 minutes, I'm going to be having sex with this other person. So we done, right? Like, okay, yeah, boo, we done. No, it don't work like that. At least be real with it, yes. Oh, I hate that. Why betray me or leave me in sadness? What kind of relationship is this where if I'm going through something, you leave? That's true. That's true. Where are they finding the partners? eBay? I do want to know what app they're using. But you know what? People can be cruel. People can be very cruel. Can we watch something happy after this? Yes, we can. We can, for sure.
Reached out to an ex of mine before I was having a surgery, just to be like, hey, before I go through with it, I just wanted you to know that I care about you, and just kind of like said some kind things. And she responded by saying, I have a partner right now and we both don't feel comfortable with you contacting me. And that hurt my feelings. Sometimes
but I
still
understand
feel
that
the pain when I think about it. As compared to other things that might have been painful that don't really resonate as pain now.
So mine was...
That one I understand. The other person's trying to set boundaries. They're currently in another relationship, and so they're like, we don't feel comfortable with you reaching out to us. I can get that. There's no fault in the other person with that, because they're trying to set boundaries, trying to set healthy boundaries.
Like when I was struggling with eating and like just my body image in general, and I went to Italy, which is like where I'm from, and I was in a bathing suit, and like I already wasn't feeling that great, and then my grandma like looked at me and she's like, damn, like you'd be perfect if you lost some weight. And like that just kind of hit, because I was like,
you're already having an eating disorder?
Or not trying to do, but I was trying to like accept myself for who I was, and then her saying that was like, you need to be better. And yeah, so that was my most painful thing.
Yikes.
I think one anecdote that sticks out is one time I was in the Whole Foods parking lot with my mom when I was in high school, and I'm a junior in college now. I don't remember exactly when this happened. And I was like, hey, Mom, I think maybe that I have like social anxiety. And I didn't really think anything of it. I thought she would be like ask me questions about it, because we have a pretty close relationship. But she said like, oh, I hope not, like don't turn out to be weird or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay, I will not bring this up with you further. And then it made me hesitant to like further explore it when I was in high school, which probably would have been helpful.
Yeah, it would have been.
Given me having difficulties with socializing with people in high school. So, yeah.
The most painful thing I remember that sort of just like hurt me in a way was like when I told my mom that I felt like I couldn't like live anymore. Like I don't want to do this anymore. Like I just can't do it. And I started like telling her about like things that happened in my past that she just like didn't know about. The thing that like hurt me was she was like, you were meant to go through that stuff. It was like to make you stronger, but it just made me feel a lot weaker, because I feel like I wanted to be a normal person. It just hurt to hear that my mom like, it almost felt like she cared, but like she cared in like the wrong way. This is like the first time I was like actually truthful with her, so like it like hurt me to hear that she was like, it's for the best that you were like very much destroyed in a way, like as a child. And I guess that's like the most painful thing I've heard.
I'm sorry. I feel like, oh wait, hold on, that might be the
everyone.
Okay, that was the end of the video. I feel like that last one is kind of a unique situation, right? Because I can understand as the person going through, right? When someone says, oh, you were meant to go through those things, how that can be painful and how that can be something where you're like, you know, that's not really, I can understand how that may not be empowering. I do understand on the flip side, right? That whole diamonds are made, you know, by pressure thing, and the more pressure that's put on, the more beautiful the diamond will be. And so having that mindset, I do understand as a thing of comfort. I'm looking at like kind of benefit of the doubt for the parent, that they just wanted to let their child know that, hey, you are a strong, beautiful person because of the things that you went through. You were able to overcome and go through them, right? So I kind of feel like there's more empathy on there. Yeah, the what doesn't kill you, kill us, make us stronger. Yeah, idea. I feel like context is important in that last one, especially. Like if it's a situation where that statement is used just to dismiss or demean what you're saying, then wholeheartedly, yes, it's horrible. And I've been on that side. I've received it in a way of like dismissing, where somebody wasn't really listening to what you're saying, but they're like, yeah, you're stronger for it. Like they didn't really care, right? It's more their dismissal that's painful. But I have been on the side of where people have said it in an encouraging way and in a way to like let me know, remind me of my strength, especially in a time where I felt weak, and just remind me that the things that I went through helped build and help construct the person that I am today. And yeah, they sucked, but to, you know, be in a situation or be in a mindset where the person I am now is a better person because of the things that I went through. So I do feel like with that last one, context is needed. Very, very much so. Very, very much so. You're so insecure about your weight. I am too. Your family can really put you down and sweep it under the rug, called love. That's very true. That is very, very true. I remember saying to a family member, like, why do you have to be so negative, you know? And it does take a frightening amount of bravery to talk to a family member and let them know that what they're saying to you is wrong. And a lot of the times, honestly, the fear can be in not feeling like you have the proper tools to communicate how you feel so that the person can understand and therefore possibly learn from it, right? And I have, like, that's what therapy helped me with. Therapy helped me find a way to communicate my feelings to help in situations where I feel less than, and to communicate specifically what the issues were so that the other person can understand. For sure. I'm stronger than I was before because when I was 10, I finally had the courage to stand up to it. That's my heart. I will say, even if it was made to be uplifting, sometimes the person talking kind of want to just let it out, right? That's true, and get those feelings across without it seeming like they're trying to keep you from jumping off the ledge. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you just want to vent. Sometimes you don't want anybody to really, you know, do anything but listen. Sometimes you don't want somebody to solve your problem. Sometimes you don't need somebody to even solve or resolve or any of that. Sometimes you just need somebody to just listen. That's very true. In December, me and my parents had a huge fight, but we ended up talking, and I came out to them, and that day was one of the best days because we finally understood each other. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. I know there is a big push in therapy, but to be honest, 100, I don't think I'll ever be comfortable with therapy. It takes time. It definitely takes time because you have to find somebody that you can trust and can talk to, right? And you have to be somewhat ready for therapy to go through therapy. But also, if you have somebody that you can confide in and you can talk to that you feel is actually helping you, then go for it. essentially talk therapy is just providing you somebody, and that's for me, I like a non-biased person, someone who's not just on my side all the time, someone who's not just on the other person's side all the time, someone who's in the middle and who can look at both sides of the situation and provide a way or a path to go through or overcome whatever it is. That's for sure. This stream is really helping me. That's good. That's good. That video might cause some triggers or cause deep, deep emotions. There are hotlines that you can use. Yes, yes, yes. And remember that no one here is a therapist. Yes, most importantly, remember that you are loved too. Yes. Yes, we are not therapists. I am not a therapist, okay? I can provide insight and wisdom from my life and the things that I have gone through, but I am not certified, all right? Or seeking certification at that. Sebastian. I have a couple friends, not Sebastian, who are really cool. Yeah, if you can talk to somebody and really, for those who are new, Sebastian and Kai are brothers. So yes, so that this is a brotherly quarrel happening. Yeah, individual therapy is not for everyone. That's very true. Very, very true.
Yeah.
They related, boo. It's okay.